MSNBC. We watch all of them. We choose MSNBC, CNN, and Fox. We used to try to do local news, but they're so fucking hacky and wacky.
Hacky and wacky. Hacky and wacky in the morning.
Oh, that we couldn't do it anymore. Excuse me. So these are the news stations that we choose to kind of get the feel of what America is talking about, so we could be a little more informed. But a lot of times we see MSNBC and those two starting their show. Yeah, and we've said many fucking times this Mika broad is a real, and I don't use the word often, but I have to hear, she's a real cunt.
Whoa!
I don't like that word, man.
Whoa!
Not a big fan of the old cunt word.
I use it right after the and another word.
But she really is. She's a twat. Yeah, she's a cunt. She stinks. She has no reason to be on MSNBC whatsoever. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I've heard rumors that she's dating or married to someone that's in a high place, and that's why she's got the gig. I've heard that. I don't know if it's true.
Because personally, I don't think she's very good.
No,
she distracts from the conversation that's going on in the morning with the guys. Even if there's another woman there, right? It just she seems to want to stay too close to this formatted, outlined newscast and takes away from the spontaneity.
And I had a weird day with Morning Joe. Oh. Like I got an invite to go through MSNBC. I don't know. I
remember that.
I don't even know what the reason was, but I have a strange feeling that they were kind of like seeing what I was all about. And maybe there was a gig or something over there. I don't know, because I have no other, I don't know why I was invited there.
Right.
And I was there, and they did a whole segment that they chopped the shit out of and made into something else, which was okay at best. I'm not going to sit here and brag about it, but we filmed some good stuff, weird, edgy shit. Yeah. And my point is, Morning Joe is a cool guy, really cool guy. Yeah. Joe Scarborough, and he should be doing that show by himself. But for some reason, they teamed him up with this fucking broad who adds nothing. Yeah. And when they talk about sports and guy shit, she gets really mad.
She sits there under her breath, which you could hear, by the way, under her breath. Right. She's like, all right, okay, we got to get to the news. Right. And they're trying to discuss, like, a big story for the day. It's not like they picked this little shit story out of the paper.
Right. It's not like they're just doing sports for sports' sake. It's they understand their news before sports, but when it's a big sporting event, they know it's important, and they try to do a little time on it. And what she adds is like, are you done? Yeah. Can I read the news now? I mean, she's such a cunt.
Yeah. Terrible.
This Mika. Anyway, we said that they would have problems. Eventually, something would happen because what am I trying
Sexual
to say?
tension?
Nah, it's not even that. It's like the tension in general, though.
Yeah, there is a tension.
Really bad. And I guess they finally went at it.
Reached a boiling point.
Reached a boiling point yesterday?
Yeah.
We said this would happen. We absolutely said this would happen. We've been waiting for Joe Scarborough to finally go, what the fuck?
Just backhands her. That would be great. Just leans over, fucking cracks her right in the face with the back of his hand. You think you'd have to apologize?
Kicks her out from the stool she's sitting on.
Right. Yeah, she just, she rolls her eyes. I don't know why she's on that show. Yeah. I mean, the Morning Joe, he could easily do it by himself. Easily. Yeah. Anyway, so Morning Joe and Mika get into an argument.
They were talking about Obama. Morning Joe was saying that Obama was not a diverse White House, his cabinet or whatever. There's not a lot of women.
Yeah, they're talking about not enough women and really a lot of kind of white guys.
And then Mika is a big Obama supporter. Yeah, and is arguing that.
All right, let's start there. Yeah. Who gives a fuck? No, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I come from a place a long time ago.
A galaxy far, far away.
Exactly.
Land down under.
At this point, a long fucking time ago, where they just hired the best person for the fucking job.
Oh, boy.
But now
it's regular Joe.
Huh? Yeah.
Hey, the best person for the job.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But somewhere, I don't know when it started, it's like they now look at your staff, no matter what business you're in. You need another black in there.
Why?
You need a fucking dykey lezo in there.
Well, you're right. They say, and the Congress has one of the most diverse that it's been in years. And you're like, does that mean good? Does that make it good just because it's diverse? Or isn't it coincidental that the best person for the best job would make it diverse?
Yeah.
I don't think that makes sense.
That absolutely means that people that were more qualified for that fucking job didn't get the job. And that goes across the board in America. Yep. Everyone's worried about diversity.
But then that's when the argument kicks. Oh, so you mean a woman isn't the best person for the job? Then you mean to tell me?
Right. I remember when I was first starting out in radio, this did start happening a little bit, and I forgot what was the official law. There was an actual law.
What, for women or diversity?
No, it was like you had to have a certain percentage of black people in some companies.
Affirmative action?
It might have been affirmative action.
No, affirmative.
Equal opportunity. It might have been Iraq. Sure. And I remember, you know what? Well, whatever. I gotta be careful with what I say here.
Let's do it.
I don't want to hurt some people.
Let's get it on the table.
But basically, I was up for a job in radio, and I'm not just saying this. I absolutely was the guy.
Yeah.
I know it. Everyone around me knew it, and they couldn't do it because of the equal opportunity show.
Oh boy!
And I lost out to a black guy at the time.
Do you keep in contact with him? Are you burning bridges?
What station does he work at? October.
What do they say?
Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon.
Oh,
Wow,
my
that's
God.
Amazing.
Wow.
Al Roker.
No.
Jesus. He
Oh
shits
my
himself.
God.
So, yeah. All right, it'll come out in the wash. I promise you. Not right now. But so they're talking about what, diversity on Morning Joe, and that's what got things going.
Yeah, the diversity of Obama's White House.
So he's hiring a lot of white guys,
and basically the whole time, like Mika was, and Joe was like laughing at her, being like, "Oh," and she said, he is the first African American president." And Morning Joe goes, "He is? Let me Google this. You got to be kidding me!"
Good for him.
And he's like laughing at her. So this picks up when she's like, "This is not funny."
First African president. That was like a big deal. What, the first month or two?
Yeah.
They're still saying that 4 years later.
Then it just became, he's a fucking, left
he's
wing.
He's the
Democrat.
latest. To me, he's the latest asshole in that fucking seat.
There you go.
Period.
Yeah.
So this is them going at it.
Yes.
That's the first piece of legislation they signed. I'm just reinforcing what you said. What are you looking at me like that for?
I'm actually trying to ignore the. I am afraid to use the word because it will not be good for you. Okay? Because you're being chauvinistic right now, and you need to stop.
Really?
All right.
And you need to stop.
You need to stop. All right, mommy. Every bit of sexuality she could have dries up like the fucking Serengeti.
It's the Serengeti lush.
Kalahari.
Some of these,
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Some of these assholes on TV, they're fun to watch.
Yeah.
She's not. Male chauvinist.
She's not.
She came off like everyone's mommy right there.
Right.
Ugh.
Who calls somebody a chauvinist?
Yeah.
They used to
You male chauvinist pig.
Saved by the Bell. Jesse used to say chauvinist.
Oh, really?
Nobody says chauvinist anymore.
I think the first time I heard it was like the Billie Jean King fucking
What's his name?
Oh, God.
The guy that played tennis.
But he had every right to say all that stuff.
Yeah,
she was a beast of a woman.
Bobby Riggs.
Billie
He's a
Jean
male
King was-
chauvinist pig.
She was more of a man than he was.
Of course.
Holy fuck.
Yes.
Okay? Because you're being chauvinistic right now, and you need to stop.
Really?
All right?
You know
because I'm sorry. This is not funny.
No, it's not funny.
And this is what we've talked about a million fucking times.
Oh.
And if we give any advice to other radio guys, don't fucking do radio with a woman.
The whole.
That's now me being male chauvinist, but it is the God's honest truth.
She is the whole right now. Listen
Right.
to the whole.
Look, and in all fairness, there are exceptions.
Sure.
You know, I'm not a big fan of his, but Howard and Robin, it works.
Yoo-hoo.
But in fucking general, women on the radio stink. Unless it's like a female comic, Bonnie comes in here, Amy Schumer, they're great.
Yeah, but when you get that
And they
sidekick bitch.
they could obviously do a radio show with guys.
Yeah.
So don't get confused, but it's the model that most of radio uses, where they get a couple edgy guys and then they throw the fucking woman in because they think it needs a woman's point of view.
She's got to rein it back.
That's why I'm here.
Right.
Management put me in place.
And of course, that is of course the whole that we've described many times in this show. She's the definition of the whole.
We shouldn't be joking about this.
And here she is now telling everyone on the show what's funny also.
Oh,
that's not, well, she said that's not funny.
Oh, really?
It's like, really?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you know that's not funny? I bet people at home are laughing right now watching you get all fucking pissy about this segment. I bet.
Oh, you could tell by her face this morning that they're not over it.
No, because especially since this clip went on every news website.
Yeah, they're not over. You can tell. Look at her face.
It's all over HuffPo.
She's fucking pouty.
Yeah.
About you know, getting rid of these
HuffPo. Oofs. HuffPo.
I really do feel sorry for Joe, and I tweet him every once in a while, and I tell him I feel sorry for him. I once tweeted him.
You're acting like he's sitting there going like, I'm glad Opie has my back.
Thank God.
Thank God.
I don't know. We fucking hit it off that one dumb day. It was stupid, but we hit it off.
I'll be glad to see someone sees my point here. Yes.
And I know they got the raw footage of my day at MSNBC. I put up one little clip, I don't know, a couple years ago. I don't even need to promote it. It's nothing big, trust me. But I know the guy still works there. I want the raw footage so I can make something of it. Because we were doing just stupid shit. But I tweeted Morning Joe. I said I feel bad that you have to do a show every morning with a robot.
Oh, you. Look at her. Ugh.
Look at the look.
I'm going to answer your question with a question, and I still don't get it because I'm in the
bed.
Sounded good.
He didn't put a suit on or anything.
Nah,
you don't give a fuck how he looks.
Wow.
Look at that hair. That's right off the pillow.
That's right. I gotta just put a little gel in my hair quickly.
That's
I don't
it.
have time to shower.
I don't have time for that.
I
got bronchitis.
Every inch of his outfit was thought out.
Jesus, Lord, it's a fire.
He gets up probably at midnight to do the mornings on MSNBC with these guys just so he could fucking look good.
Look like he didn't.
Yeah.
Right. He has to look like he didn't try to look like that.
Right.
He's the type of guy that picks out what buttons he wants put on his shirts.
Right. Yes.
I don't know. They just came on the shirt. I don't know what they are.
It's off the rack stuff here. I don't tailor anything.
Whatever the wife put down on the bed, I just wear it.
We did Donnie Deutsch's failed TV show.
Yes.
And what happened there, I think we were on the first show. But then what happened was they were doing shows a month in advance. And the stuff we talked about, he talked about topical stuff.
Oh, right.
Remember this?
Yes.
And then they couldn't air our segment because all the shit we talked about was really old.
It was old shit.
And then I think they invited us back and we're like, you know what, good luck. I mean,
have fun. And then the show was canceled.
Right, you figure it out and then maybe we'll come back.
War.
This is not funny.
No, it's not funny. It's not funny if you're a woman that works in the Obama administration and you want to go to the highest rungs of that administration. It's not funny. And you can attack me and be personal and make personal attacks against me. You've got a president that you worship on this show every day. You savaged Mitt Romney. He has a picture that if a Republican president had that cabinet, New York Times would be savaged. And you're calling the wrong guy a chauvinist. You're calling the wrong guy a chauvinist. And seriously, hold on. You want to call me a chauvinist? Right here.
Let me help you.
No. Let me help you.
Okay.
You really, knowing me and seeing me work around here for 5 years, you want to call me a chauvinist on television?
That
you want to say that?
Caddy was chauvinist.
Do you want to say that on television, that I'm a chauvinist?
I didn't.
You did.
You did?
No, I didn't. I said the way you're acting is chauvinistic, especially the way you were handling this conversation.
Okay. Well, if that's what you're going to do, because your president that you worship on this show every day is selecting men, and even Ruth Marcus and other people who have said, the New York Times going back to 2009 have said that this White House is not a positive place for women. And you can look at the stories. If you want to attack me as your only line of defense, go ahead. You already did.
Listen.
Am I a chauvinist?
I think they're great
Am
questions.
I a chauvinist? Let's just
you are
answer
not.
that question right now.
The way that you conducted your office.
Do I act like a chauvinist in Congress? The way I ran my office there, the way I run my office here? Am I a chauvinist?
No. But Joe, you can't just laugh off.
Read your own book.
Joe, you can't just laugh off.
You can't throw attacks around like that.
Okay. All right.
Personal attacks like that because you're embarrassed about what Barack Obama's doing.
I'm not. See, that's just not fair. I have been inside, I've worked with the White House on this issue, and I've seen it. And I'm very, very, very proud of what this president has done. It has nothing to do with worshiping him.
Okay.
God, I hate when these clips just end.
Wow.
Fuck. I want to hear more, but obviously that was the end of it.
He had it right there.
But see, that would have been a jumping off point.
Yeah.
Where he says, I'm done.
Yeah.
But for some reason he can't say that because she's got something at MSNBC.
Wow.
That keeps her in that seat.
She got hammered right there. She went into backpedal mode immediately.
Good for Joe. I hope this is the beginning of the end because I do like the guy.
Yeah.
And I think he does an all right job on TV. I really do. And the guys he puts on the show with them and all.
Yeah, he's got a good rapport with people.
Yeah, they're fucking. You don't have to agree with everything they're saying certainly, but I think he does a pretty good job every morning. And we were watching them live as we were playing that clip. You could tell, wow.
Yeah.
They're having a rough morning trying to get through this.
Shit,
and I bet you because they got sat down in some dumb office somewhere.
Oh, you think?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they need the chemistry to be a little better. You know what I mean? They need,
They've never had chemistry.
It's never been there.
They've never had chemistry. It's a well-known fact. Me and Ann have fought over the fucking years, but we have the chemistry. They've never even had the fucking chemistry.
No, they never had anything.
Nothing.
It's obvious.
Nothing.
It's terrible.
It's obvious they should just fucking move on. That's great. We've known that was going to happen eventually.
And it's a funny one.
It's going to get worse, too.
You think?
Yeah.
They'll get into another fight.
Sooner than later, right?
At some point, Morning Joe will just be like, yeah, he'll say something.
Yeah.
I mean, he's smart because he's in Congress. He knows how to be a public figure, but at some point, he's got to get fed up with her.
I can't imagine he wants to do the show with her.
No way. Like, he doesn't wake up and say, oh, it was a fun show.
Right.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, good for them. Good for them.
People love that Morning Joe show, though.
Do they?
Yeah, I was hanging out like a bunch of Jess's friends. I didn't even know how normal people interact, but they were all saying how great Morning Joe is. And they love
liberals.
Oh
crap! I bet.
Yeah.
Bunch of arts people.
It's a better show than Fox and Friends. I know that. I know you're a Fox guy.
No, not as far as
but those
their shows go.
I think they do a better job on MSNBC.
It's
kind of keeping it fun and a little. I don't know.
Well, they try. Only that show, by the way. That's the only show that's even watchable if you are not a crazy lefty.
Well, I think Scarborough was a Republican, right? Is he still a Republican? I don't even know.
That's
he seems more like a moderate, I think.
He's pretty fucking left for a Republican, but I mean, compared to the other people, though, it's crazy. Yeah, compared to other people on MSNBC, he's a religious right.
What about Chris Matthews?
I think he's a chauvinist.
I love Chris Matthews.
No, he's a nut.
I love Chris Matthews.
That guy is fucking crazy.
That's why I love him.
Really excitable.
He has a lot of passion.
He is excitable.
Hey. All right. Well,
can you imagine having to fucking look at your ex every 3 minutes in front of your face?
Dude, think about it every time I see her.
Dude, it's every fucking 5 minutes on these news channels.
And by the way, don't go to a movie theater.
No, it's on there too, right?
Every movie I've been to.
What are we talking about?
Oh, Melissa Stetton.
Right.
She's in the fucking new Lincoln commercials. They're national ads.
Right.
And it's like every 2 seconds I turn my head and 4 TVs got her head turning in the back seat of the car.
And it's a double shot, so there's 2 of her.
Yes. And it's like, all right, that's cool and everything, but maybe as a guy, you don't have to look at your ex every fucking day, multiple times a day.
Would you date 2 of her?
No.
The commercial has 2 of her.
With the way she snooped around, it felt like there were 5 of her going through all my shit. My phones, my computer, my iPad, my bag, my wallet, my fucking drawers.
Well, she didn't really have any reason to do that, right?
Yeah, why would she be so suspicious?
No.
Was she paranoid, or was there some suspicions there?
Look, there was paranoia there.
Yeah?
Yes.
Doesn't it suck when your chick is paranoid, but she keeps finding things?
I hate that.
But she's just paranoid.
Look, I may have been chit-chatting. That's my prerogative. I'm married.
A little chit-chatting?
Yeah, you know what?
Got her suspicions up.
And fuck that, because you know what? If you're a guy and you chit-chat and stuff, that's even if you're not doing anything, that's crazy. Oh, boy, what are you doing? Oh, who's that? Who are you following? Who's that? I couldn't even follow people on Twitter. I'm like, I have to assess, like, can I follow this person? And she and other girls, I know this in relationships and stuff with guys out there, they could talk to and follow whoever they want. Yeah. Oh, it's just, and then they have, oh no, you're stupid because this is just, then now fill in the blank of why she's justified to talk to this guy. Fuck you, bitches.
It's the bitches that get you.
Right. So I had
Pesci said it years ago.
Exactly.
They live by that motto.
Yeah.
The bitches that'll get you.
The bitches that'll get you.
You got that song there, you rock?
The bitches that'll get you.
Maybe we'll play that into break today.
The bitches that'll get you.
Because they're acknowledging that you might be trying to fuck another chick, but they'll never acknowledge that the guy they're hanging out with is trying to fuck them.
Yes!
That's why he's hanging out with you.
Exactly.
You think they know that guy's trying to fuck them? Or are they that naive?
Because
I really don't know the answer to that question.
I think they lie to themselves because they want to think they're actually interesting or funny or whatever it is. Like they don't want to look at, like, wait a minute. That person is funnier than me.
Yes.
But they don't get the kind of attention that I get.
And they also have this thing where even if the guy wants to fuck them, I'm the woman. I give the say whether we fuck or not.
Yeah.
Like, so that's totally different because it's up to me. You're the guy, and if you're chit-chatting with a girl, well, now, you know. Because you obviously want to fuck her, but if she wants to fuck you, you're going to fuck. I know I'm not fucking